Welcome to the Weekday Report for Tuesday, September 23rd. I'm Joe Potente. Here's a brief look at the news. Kenosha's streetcar line will be expanded after all. The City Council on Monday night chose a final route design that will have the new streetcar extend as far north as 48th Street and as far south as Library Park. Council members chose the route after 2 hours of public input, which saw residents protest the project's cost and its potential impact on the Library Park neighborhood. The city will spend just over $2 million on the project, although it will have to kick in another $1 million to repair the roads along the new route. Overall enrollment in Kenosha County schools dropped slightly this year. Attendance figures recorded last Friday's show. In the Kenosha Unified School District, 22,474 students were tallied, down 202 from a year ago. Enrollment in western Kenosha County's 11 schools grew by 32 students to 7,143. School districts throughout the state are required to record attendance the third Friday in September. It's one part of the enrollment picture that the state considers when doling out aid to districts. Officials from Amazon.com are expected to be in Kenosha on Wednesday in search of seasonal employees to work during the holiday season. The company advertised the hiring via a sign at the construction site and an ad in the Kenosha News. Amazon would not disclose specific information on how many workers it will hire for the holiday season or what jobs are available. A Kenosha family is telling the harrowing story of life during and after Hurricane Odile struck the vacation haven Cabo San Lucas last week. Kenosha resident Martin Brunello went on a vacation with his parents and in-laws, only to be stuck in the aftermath of the Category 3 storm.
It's hard to describe. People say tornadoes sound like a train. This didn't sound like a train. This just sounded like the wind wasn't sounding like wind. It was just like inside of a vacuum. That's what it sounded like.
After 4 days facing looters, no power or communication, and little food and water, they managed to get back home via an American Airlines evacuation flight. The storm left 4 dead and widespread damage in what is being called the strongest tropical cyclone in modern Baja California, Mexico history. A planned Costco store just east of St. Catherine's Medical Center got unanimous approval Monday night from the Pleasant Prairie Plan Commission. Groundbreaking is expected in April for the retail store and 12-pump gas station, with the projected opening within 5 to 6 months afterward. Central blanked Delavan Darien in dual-meet tennis action on Monday. David Marin has the story.
Brianna Bostanche serves for the Central tennis team during its Southern Lakes Conference duel against Delavan Darien on Monday in Paddock Lake. The Falcons prevailed 7-0. Bostanche won her match 6-0, 6-1. Other singles winners for Central were Katerina Bostanche, Anna Finnemore, and Ashley Wells. David Marin, Kenosha News.
What's trending today? President Obama this morning said a joint strike against militants in Syria will take time, but is vital to the security of the United States, the Mideast, and the world. What do you think? Tell us on our Facebook page. Up next is Diane Giles with this week's History Mystery.
Which of Kenosha's many theaters was the first to break the silence and show a talking motion picture show? It was the Kenosha Theater, showing Universal Pictures' Melody of Love, the studio's first 100% talking and singing movie, on September 24th, 1928. According to a Kenosha Evening News article, it was to be the movie's national premiere that evening. Hollywood star Walter Pidgeon, a classically trained baritone, was one of the actors. The world's first talking movie, Warner Brothers' The Jazz Singer, premiered in October 1927. For decades, a sign painted on the north side of the Kenosha Theater proclaimed that this theater was the only one in the city showing Vitaphone talking pictures. Exposure to the elements made the sign unreadable by the 1990s. I'm Diane Giles for the Kenosha News.
Thanks, Diane. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. Kenosha County is warning residents about the hazards of buying homes in floodplains. Terry Flores will have the story. And County Executive Jim Cruiser is meeting with the Paris Town Board tonight to discuss development along the town's I-94 corridor. Jill Roselle will be there. Pick up a copy of the Kenosha News and check kenoshanews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Joe Potente with the Weekday Report.